Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Fiona Rida Nuraini and I'm from Senior High School for Kediri. Today, I stand as the pro side of the motion should kids be allowed to have their own phone at the age of 14? And I believe that the answer of this question is a big yes. Why? Because at this age, a phone is not just a gadget for fun, it's a tool for safety, learning, social growth, responsibility, and preparing for the future of the kids too. So let's break it down together. I got four arguments to support me today, and the first one is about maturity and responsibility. Phones are actually a very powerful tool, and with power, there comes a responsibility and consequences too. Someone with the younger age of 14 often lacks the maturity to set boundaries, but at the age of 14, kids might start to understand discipline and also consequences. This is the age where they can actually follow rules about screen time, privacy, and also online manners. My second argument is to protecting their mental health. Studies show that kids who spend their time too much on social media, especially at a very young age, are more likely to face anxiety, sleep problems, and bullying as they got older. If we hand them phones too early, we might expose them before they are even ready for the world. 14 is actually a very good age to let kids learn about phones, and it's not too early and not too late either. The third one is about balance between freedom and guidance. If you give a phone to a 9 or 10 years old kids, you're basically giving them access to a world that they don't understand yet. And yes, I know parents can guide them, but it's hard to control everything 24/7, right? And the fourth one is to avoid dependency to a smartphone. Giving children phone earlier might lead to creating a bad habits. Kids who get phones too young might struggle with overuse, less focus on studies, or even addiction. By introducing it at 14, we could give them a childhood years without the constant distraction and let them to enter their teenage years with more prepared self. According to experts' opinion, psychologists from Common Sense Media recommend that early teenage years around 13 or 14 are the right time to introduce personal phones because that is when children are socially and also mentally ready to handle it. So, the conclusion is 14 is indeed the perfect age. At 14, children are no longer a little kid who might misuse phone, but they are not yet fully independent adults too. So imagine this, a 14-year-old walking home after school. If something happened, like a flat tire on the bus, or when they feel unsafe, they run immediately call their parents through their phone. But a teen years old with a phone might just spend hours on TikTok without even knowing how to handle a real emergency. Too early and they're not ready, too late and they are left behind, but at 14, the timing is just right. Giving them phones at the age of 14 means they are mature enough to understand rules and responsibility, and they are socially and emotionally ready to deal with the online world, and also, most importantly, parents still have the chance to guide them closely before they become a fully independent person. Let's be clear, giving the kids phone at 14 isn't about giving them a toy. It's about giving them a tool for growth, safety, and learning. I think that's all from me today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.